What's going on, Shady people? ShadyPenguinn here. Welcome back to the next Duel Links video on the channel. Today, we're going to be cracking open the brand new box, Crusaders Battlegrounds. And it contains some really meta affecting cards, I think. And we're going to go over that today as we open up a bunch of packs. Hopefully we can get a prismatic on this video. That would be fan-freaking-tastic. But if not, it's all good. I'm not even going to go over the cards yet. I'm going to just jump into cracking some packs and see what we can get, because we're going to have a lot of content coming your guys' way using these new cards. Oh my gosh, my voice is done. Wow, if you guys don't know, I just got back from California and I did not realize how far gone my voice was. So this is metallizing, Parasite, Lunatite. Once per turn during your main phase, you control this monster on the field. You can equip it to a face-up monster in your side of the field as an equip spell card, or unequip the Union equipment and special summon this card. So it's a Union monster. While equipped to a monster by this card's effect, that monster will be unaffected by the effects of spell cards controlled by your opponent. Ooh. Ooh, so it can go to any monster? So this can Union to any monster. There's no requirements. Face-up monster. And it makes them unaffected by spells. That's kind of cool. Bouge intervention. I like it. Target one Bouge monster. We're getting new Bouge support. Wow, okay. Target one Bouge monster on the field. Apply this effect to it for the rest of the turn. Each time it destroys a monster by battle whose current attack is greater than or equal to the targeted monster's original attack, and sends it to the graveyard. Banish the destroyed monster, and if you do, banish all monsters from your opponent's hand, main deck, extra deck, and graveyard with the same name the destroyed monster had. Wow. So basically, if it's a weaker Bouge monster, you can go ahead and banish copies. That's kind of nuts. Then we have Belial, Marquis of Darkness. I messed up all those words. Your opponent cannot target any face-up monster you control except Belial, Marquis of Darkness, for an attack or with spell or trap effects. That's cool. So it's an 8-star fiend, dark type monster. So there's dark synergy, obviously there with double costings and what have you, and that quick play spell that we were using a little while back. That's kind of cool. So it gives all of your other monsters like barrier against spell cards. That's cool. First step towards infestation. Return one face-up tribute summoned Steel Swarm monster you control to the hand. Draw one card. Huh. So Steel Swarm is a new archetype. Avalon Soldier. Wow, it's a fairy. 1700. When this card declares an attack, you can target monsters your opponent controls up to the number of equipped cards equipped to this card and change those targets' battle positions. Interesting. I see a little fairy mage power happening. Special Hurricane. Discard one card from your hand. Destroy all special summoned monsters on the field. So, with special summoning being so prevalent, this card might see play. We got the My Face. Miracle Kids. Target one monster your opponent controls. That target loses 400 attack for each hero kid in your graveyard. Frost Blast of the Monarchs. Ooh, Monarch stuff. If you control a monster with 2400 or more attack and 1000 defense, so if you control a Monarch, target one set card on the field and destroy it. You can banish this card and one Monarch spell trap card from your graveyard. Ooh, that's really cool. This set has so much, like, I know the Nobleman of Crossouts in this set. This set has so much set card hate, and I think that's really necessary right now. We have Secret 6 Sam Rihan. 3 6 Sam Samurais, all with different attributes. Must first be summoned by sending the above cards you control to the graveyard, so you don't need to use polymerization. Cannot be used as fusion summon material. Once per turn, you can banish one 6 Sam monster from your hand or face it on your field, then banish one card in the field, or then target one card and banish it. If a 6 Sam monster you control would be destroyed by battle by card effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard instead. Wow. Okay. It has a lot of versatility. My goodness. Avalon component. Oh, look, the actual equip spell for that Avalon card. Equip only to a Avalon monster. If it attacks a defensive monster, inflict piercing. If this face-up card in the field is sent to the graveyard, you can add one Avalon spell card from your deck to the hand. That's cool. Evil Swarm Kitos, 4-star, 1750 Aqua. You contribute this card, then target one spell or trap card your opponent controls, destroy that target. Okay, so it's like a 1-for-1. That's cool. It's an Aqua, so it's a dark Aqua. It has some synergy. Secret 6 Sam Kizaru. So these are the Secret 6 Sam coming out. When this card is special summoned, you can add from your deck to your hand 1 6 sand monster with a different attribute from every monster you control. So if you control a earth, you can add any of the other 4 or 5. If you control an earth and a light, you can add a dark, etc. If exactly 1 6 sand monster you control would be destroyed by card effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard. Okay, so another one of those, and that was 1900 attack. That's pretty good. Infestation Ripples. Oh, that said nipples for a second. Pay 500 life points to target 1 level 4 or lower Steel Swarm monster in your graveyard. Special summon it from the graveyard. Wow. Steel Swarm Call the Haunted, and it doesn't get like, you don't have to have it equipped. That's cool. Infestation Wave. Return 1 face-up tribute summoned. Oh, Steel Swarm monster controls in the hand and target 1 card your opponent controls. Destroy that target. Wow. And Hero Kid. When this card is special summoned, you can special summon any number of Hero Kids from your deck. Wow. It's a warrior, so if you can special summon that bad boy, bam. Card Advance. Look up to the top 5 cards from the top of your deck and place them in any order. You can tribute summon 1 monster in addition to your normal summon set this turn. Ooh. So it's like a double, it's almost like a double summon plus Scry 5 and rearrange. That's cool. Bujingi Turtle. During either player's turn, when a card or card effect activated that targets a Bujin monster you control, you can banish this card from the graveyard to negate the effect. That is pretty darn good. Noble Arms. This is what's being advertised as like the main box archetype. You can only control 1 Noble Arms Caliburn, equipped only to a warrior type monster, gains 500 attack. Once per turn, you can gain 500 life points. If this face-up card on the field is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 warrior type Noble Knight monster you control, equip this card to that target. You can only use the effect once per turn. Ooh, interesting. So it gains 500 and you can gain 500 life points every turn. That's kind of cool. Avalon, what a cool card. Target 5 Noble Knight monsters in your graveyard, including at least 1 Artogius monster and at least 1 Lon Salin monster. Banish those targets, and if you do, destroy all cards on the field. Oh my God, that's crazy. Violent Material, gain 600 attack. If this face-up card is sent to the field to the graveyard, you can add 1 violent spell. So this is the same or different? I think that's the same. We have Bujingi Quillin. If you control a beast type warrior Bujin monster, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 face-up card your opponent controls, destroy that target. Wow, that's really that's a really good Bujin card. I guess Bujins weren't doing as much as they wanted them to. They wanted them to be more prevalent in the meta. Last chapter of the Noble Knights. If your opponent controls a monster and you control no monsters, you can target 1 Noble Arms equipped spell card and 1 appropriate Noble Knight monster in your graveyard. Special summon that monster, and if you do, equip that equipped spell to the appropriate monster. Ooh, that's kind of cool. All right, I'm down. Kid Guard. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, tribute 1 Hero Kid, negate the attack, then add 1 elemental hero from your deck to your hand. Bujin Hirum, 2000 attack, 4-star. Cannot be normal summoned or set, must first be special summoned by banishing 1 Bujin monster from your graveyard. If this card, which is summoned this way, is destroyed by your opponent's card and sent from your side of the field to the graveyard, and both players have a hand, you can discard 1 card, then your opponent discards 1 card. Wow, so like, this is a pretty nutty card. Special summon a 2000 attack monster by just banishing a card from your grave. Now, obviously, Bujins love to banish cards from the grave, so you're kind of wasting the resource of the deck, but like, that's not wasting. That's a 2000 attack monster on a special summon. That could lead to some OTKs. Vylon Penta. I'm gonna call you Penta, because let's be honest. Once per turn, you can either target 1 face-up Vylon monster you control, equip this card to the target, or unequip this card and special summon it in face-up attack position. While equipped by this effect, if the equipped monster destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can target 1 card your opponent controls, destroy that target. Ooh, okay. So target destruction, that's nice. Noble Knight Dreisten. While you control another Noble Knight monster, your opponent cannot target your monsters with less than 1800 attack, except this card. That's weird. He doesn't have less than 1800. Well, I guess he could lose attack, whatever. For attacks or with card effects, if a Noble Arms equipped spell card is equipped to this card, target 1 face-up card on the field, destroy that target. You can only use the effect of Noble Knight Dreisten once per turn. Okay, so he protects things and then he can pop things. Miracle Kids, Violent Material, and Bujingi Hair. During either player's turn, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 Beast Warrior type monster you control. Once during this turn, it cannot be destroyed by battle or by card effects. That's cool. I like that. Some quick play protection is always nice. Quick play protection is always nice. I will not power the app off or close it. No, thank you. Noble Knight Gwalchavad. Gwali. This card is treated. Oh, it's a Gemini. You can target 1 Noble Knight monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. If you do, destroy 1 Noble Arms equipped spell you control. You can only use the effect of Noble Knight Squatchalad. Once per turn. Okay, so it's a Gemini. Ogre of the Scarlet Sorrow. Ooh, 0/0. During your opponent's turn, when your opponent declares a second direct attack during the same battle phase, you can special summon this card from your hand. When you do, this card's attack and defense become equal to the attack and defense of the first monster that attacked directly this turn, if it is still face up on the field. The turn this card is special summoned with this effect, your opponent cannot select monsters other than this card as an attack target while this card is face up on the field. So like this will work well with Enchanted Javelin, I guess. I don't know. That's weird. It's a weird card, but it could be cool. It seems cool. It's like not Battle Fader and it's not Gores. It's just it's in a weird spot. We have 6 Sam Doji. When another 6 Sam monster you can is normal or special summoned to your side of the field, you can send one 6 Sam card from your deck to the graveyard. If exactly one 6 Sam monster you control and no other cards would be destroyed by a card effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard instead. Okay. Okay. Noble Knight Boars. Speaking of Gores, we got Boars. We got a Gemini. This card becomes dark and its levels increase by 1. During your main phase, you can reveal 3 Noble Arm cards from your deck. Have your opponent randomly add one of them to your hand and send the rest to the graveyard. Okay, I love cards to do that. Thin your deck so much. Avalon Tesseract. Once per turn, this looks a lot like Penta. Once per turn, you can target one face-up Avalon monster you control, equip this card to that. So it's a union, blah, blah, blah. When equipped by this effect, if the equipped monster destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can target one level 4 Avalon monster in your graveyard and special summon it. So this one's a machine. I think I think Penta was a machine as well, actually. Noble Knight Bed. Wet the bed. When this card is normal special summoned, you can send one Noble Arms equipped spell from your deck to the graveyard. During either player's turn, you can target one Noble Arms equipped spell card and one appropriate monster in the field. Equip that equipped spell card to the appropriate monster. Okay, this effect can only be used once. Okay, so you can right away summon this and then get a Noble Arms. That's cool. It's a Noble Arms Searcher. It's like better than the equipped spell Searcher because that one has to flip face up. This you just summon and bam, you get it. Strike Ninja. During either player's turn, you can banish 2 dark monsters from your graveyard. Banish this face-up card until the end phase. You can only use this effect of Strike Ninja once per turn. That's actually really, 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 really good because you have the trap that can special summon darks from the banish. So this will get them banished and it will protect this monster. I like that. I like that a lot. Avalon Vanguard. When this card is destroyed by a card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can draw 1 card for each equipped card that was equipped to this card. Okay. Okay. Brutal Potion. This card becomes an equipped card and equips to 1 monster you control. Once per turn, when you inflict damage to your opponent with a card effect, the equipped monster gains 1,000 attack until the end phase. Ooh. Interesting. I kind of like that a lot. No, Ignoble Knight of Black Loncelin. You can send one face-up light normal monster you control to the graveyard. Special summon this card from your hand or graveyard. Wow. You contribute 1 Noble Knight monster, add 1 Noble Arms card from your deck to your hand. You can only use the effect of once per turn. You can only control 1 of these. Wow, it's a 5-star 2,000 attack. I feel like Noble Knight Exodia is something I'm gonna try. That's how I feel right now. Chain Summoning. Activate only as a chain link 3 or higher. You can normal summon or set up to 3 times this turn. Cannot activate this card if multiple card effects with the same name are in that chain. I feel like this is dangerous. I feel like this is really dangerous, but this has to be like a monarchy card, I'm guessing, because you just monarch. I don't know. Darkness Approaches. If they add Mobius in the game, I mean, if they add, oh my gosh, what's his name? The Dark Monarch. I can't think of his name. They're never gonna add him. If they did, the game would be broken, I guess. Discard 2 cards from your hand, select one face-up monster, and flip it face down, but do not change its battle position. Ooh. And Katos again. Ketos. Violent Material, Violent. Oh no, I skipped half. Escalation of the Monarchs. Once per turn during your opponent's main phase or your opponent's battle phase, you can immediately, after this effect resolves, tribute summon 1 monster. Wow. You can do this during the battle phase? That's insane. That's insane. Is Ryza in the game? If Ryza's in this pack, the game's busted. Monarchs are busted. I'm just gonna throw it out there. Ryza's in the game. Dark Knight Parshath. It's a dark fairy. If this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can banish 1 dark monster from your graveyard and draw 1 card. This card gains 100 attack for each monster in your graveyard. Ooh, it's literally a dark version of him. I like that. And Silent Sword Slash. Target one Silent Swordsman you control. That monster you control gains 1500 attack and defense. And if it does, until the end of the turn, it is unaffected by your opponent's card effects. This card's activation and effect cannot be negated. You can banish this card from your graveyard and add one Silent Swordsman monster from your deck to your hand. That's actually a really crazy good card. Maybe Silent Swordsman is viable. I don't know. 6 Sam Doji. When another 6 Sam monster is normal special summoned to your field, you can send one 6 Sam card from your deck to the graveyard. If exactly one 6 Sam monster you control will be destroyed by the effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard instead. Return to the 6 Samurai. Target one 6 Sam monster in your graveyard and special summon that target. Destroy it during the end phase of this turn. That's still really good. That's still really freaking good, man. Oh my gosh, I feel like so many of these cards are just, they're just screaming to OTK me, OTK me. Steel Swarm Caller. When a Steel Swarm monster is tribute summoned face up by tributing this card, you can special summon one level 4 or lower Steel Swarm monster from your deck. Wow, that's pretty strong. Avalon and Evil Swarm Heliotrope. And 1950? I just realized that. 1950. And okay, so its description is backwards. Oh yeah. Eliminate, eradicate, exterminate. These are the thoughts of his name. Lingering Steel Swarm souls. Yearning for a body so that they might make their dream a reality. I did it. I did it. I can read. There was a card that I missed. It feels bad, man. I'm not gonna be able to find it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm the worst. I'm the worst all around. Nothing's ever gonna keep me down. I'm the worst. Let's go. 10 more packs. Silent Swordsman level 3, the very first one. Negate your opponent's spell effects that target this card. During your standby phase, you can send this face-up card to the graveyard. Special summon one Silent Swords monster, level 5 from your hand or deck. You cannot activate this effect the same turn this card was summoned or flip face up. Steel Swarm Genome. This card can be treated as 2 tributes for the tribute summon of a Steel Swarm monster. Card Blocker. What an adorable art. When this card is summoned, change the defense position. When a face-up monster you control is targeted for an attack, you can change the target to this card, so it has Follow Me. When this card is targeted for an attack, you can choose a number 1 to 3, then send that many cards from the top of your deck to the graveyard. This card gains 500 attack and defense for each card sent until the end phase. Wow. So he goes to 1900 defense. Wow, he's a blocker with 1900 defense. That's pretty cool. Bujingi Turtle, Vylon Pento Chirlala, and Steel Swarm Longhorn. 3000 attack, Fiend. Once per turn, this card was tribute summoned by attributing a Steel Swarm monster. You can pay 1000 life points to target one monster in the field and destroy that target. Okay. Okay. Pay 1k to pop one. Rocket Jumper. If the only cards in your opponent's side of the field are defense system monsters, this card can attack your opponent's life points directly. Kind of like the card we already have. What is that card that does that? It's a ninja, I think. No wonder why my camera looks different. I didn't put my lights on in the back. Oh no. Steel Swarm Sentinel. While this card is in face-up attack position, special summon level 5 or higher monsters in the field cannot activate their effects. Ooh. In attack position. Did I say defense position? I'm tired. I'm in California time still, and it's like 9 in the morning here, so it's like 6 in the morning there. Formation Union. You can select and activate one of the following effects. Equip one Union monster in your side of the field to an appropriate monster in your side of the field. Unequip one. Okay, so you can just do it real quick. Bam, bam, and get in for the battle phase. Interesting. We're getting some duplicates now. Thankfully, it'll help things go a little bit quicker. The Rock Monarch Grandmarg. If this card is tribute summoned, target one set card on the field and destroy that target. Yeah. If Mobius or I'm really upset I can't think of his name, the Dark Monarch. It's really upsetting, but still. So you can go ahead and tribute summon this with that trap that we pulled, the Monarch trap, in the battle phase. So if they set a trap, you could just pop it. That's kind of cool. I kind of like it. I kind of like it. Mad Reloader. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, Sylvans are dead. I actually think Sylvans might be completely dead. Maybe. Well, their mushroom is dead. That's for sure. So they're slowed down a lot. Okay. Mad Reloader. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, send 2 cards from your hand to the graveyard, and if you do, draw 2 cards. Ooh. Steel Swarm Longhorn and Secret 6 Sam. First step towards infestation, Kid Guard, and Noble Knight Boars. Here we go. We're getting the dupes, baby. Brutal Potion, Frost Blast, and Gorillanath, the Firestorm Vassal. Oh, this is the, do we already have this? You can discard one card, special summon this card from your hand. Also, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of this turn. If this card is tributed for a tribute summon, you can look at your opponent's hand and banish one card from their hand until the end phase. See, this is kind of strong. I think this card's strong. I think it's strong. Steel Stormcaller, Chain Whirlwind. Activate only when a card in the field is destroyed by a card effect. Select 2 spell trap cards in the field and destroy them. Wow. So it's like Wild Tornado, but it's only for, it has to destroy 2 cards, and it's only spell and trap. Or Wild Tornado's any card, so I think it's still better. And that also has no other effect at all, so it's kind of weird. All right, let's go. We have enough for 30 more packs. And then we'll just go over any cards that I may have not gotten. Secret 6 Sam Hatsume. You can banish 2 6 Sam monsters from your graveyard and or face up from your side of the field. Then target 1 6 Sam monster in your graveyard except Secret 6 Sam Marie Hatsume. Special summon it. You can only use effects once per turn. Exactly 1 6 Sam monster you control will be destroyed by card effect. You can banish this card. Bujin Unity. If you control no other cards and have at least 1 other card in your hand, shuffle all Beast Warrior type Bujin monsters from your graveyard into the deck. And if you do, send your entire hand to the graveyard. Then you can add it to 3 Beast Warrior type Bujin monsters with different names from your deck to your hand. So basically this says once your hand is low, you have to have no other cards. I don't really like this card. I'm sure it'll be really good, but I don't really like it. Glory of the Noble Knights. Target 1 Noble Knight monster you control. Equip it with 1. Hey now, if you didn't find any threats, then why are you telling me? Target 1 Noble Knight monster you control. Equip it with 1 equip spell from your deck that can equip to that target. You can only activate 1 Glory Knights once per turn. So that's cool because you can just quick play this on an attack and bam, all of a sudden they have higher attack. Noble Knights seem kind of cool. Avalon Matter. Select 3 equip spell cards in your graveyard, return them to the deck and apply 1 of these effects. Draw 1 card or destroy 1 card your opponent controls. Wow. I feel like that's not a terrible card. Noble Knight Parader, because you could draw a card or pop a card. It's like a net, it's still a -1 no matter what. Or it could be neutral. Yeah, it's neutral. And you get +3. Okay, kind of, for your deck. I don't know. While equipped with the Noble Arms equip spell, this card becomes dark and it's still increased by 1. If this card is sent to the graveyard while equipped with the Noble Arms equip spell, target 1 Noble Arms card in your graveyard and add that target to your hand. So it's 1900 Warrior that replaces itself. That's kind of cool. Infestation Wave, Frost Blast, and Strike Ninja. Avalon Matter, Evil Swarm Kitos, and Pot of Acquisitiveness. Target 3 banished monsters, shuffle all 3 into the deck, then draw 1 card. Okay. Can't be used in Exodia, but it's still cool. Cunning of the 6 Sam. Well, it could be, actually. You can get really cheeky. You can send the Exodia pieces to the grave, banish them, and then, but no, we're not doing it. Send 1 face of 6 Sam monster you control to the graveyard, then target 1 6 Sam monster in either player's graveyard and special summon that card. That's cool. Super Junior Confrontation. Activate only when an opponent's monster declares an attack. Negate the battle and 1 monster with the lowest attack and face attack system opponent controls battle against 1 monster with the lowest defense and face up defense system you control. After that battle, end the battle phase. Wow, a card that ends the battle phase. That's really cool. Steel Storm Sentinel, Chain Summoning, and Burial. Brutal Potion, Bujin Fidel, instead of Infidel. I like it. Tribute 1 Beast Warrior type Bujin monster, then target 1 Bujin monster with a different name in your graveyard and special summon that target. So you attack, tribute, attack. Like, that can lead to OTKs. Steel Swarm Kakastag. When this card is tribute summoned by tributing 2 Steel Swarm monsters, activate 1 of these effects. Destroy all monsters on the field except this card. Destroy all spell and trap cards on the field. Wow. Okay. Okay. Spirit of the 6 Sam. Once per turn, you can either target 1 face of 6 Sam monster you control, equip this card. Okay, so Unionize. It gains 5 attack and defense. If the equipped monster destroys an opponent's monster by battle, draw a card. Okay. 6 Sam support. Noble Knight Medrod. So since it's the ultra rare, I'm sure you'll need it. I like the shadow on the wall. That's really cool. So it's a Gemini. This card becomes dark and its level increased by 1. Once per turn, if you control no other monsters. Well, it's not, I keep saying it's Gemini. It's not Gemini. It's a normal monster until you equip it with a spell. So that was very misleading. The Noble Knights are not Geminis. Until you equip it with a Noble Arm spell. Once per turn, if you control no other monsters, you can special summon 1 Noble Knight monster from your deck in defense position, except Noble Knight Murdrat. And if you do, destroy 1 equipped spell card you control. So you control no other monsters. That's pretty cool. That can also lead to big fields pretty quickly. Wow. It's going to be crazy when they add synchros in this game if they do. It's going to get kind of violent. Bujin Mikazuchi. When a beast warrior type Bujin monster you control survive a battle or by card effects into the graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand. Once per turn during the end phase of a Bujin monster is sent from your hand or to your graveyard this turn while you control this face-up card, you can add one Bujin spell or trap card from your deck to your hand. Okay, that's cool. So it replaces the card that you may have discarded. So we pulled an ultra rare. Was that our first ultra rare? I feel like it was. I feel like that was our first ultra rare. Metallizing Parasite, Soul type. I believe we have this. Let's see, it's a union. This one prevents monster effects. So Soul type prevents monster effects. That's cool. That's pretty cool. Mad Reloader, Violent Vanguard, and Great Maju Garzette. This card looks so fiendish. The attack of this card becomes twice the original attack of one monster that you tributed for the tribute summon of this card. So it only costs one tribute. It can have 3,800 attack. I want you to think about that. Just think about it. While this sound is playing. Imagine going like with your farming Ra deck and then you tribute Ra for this card. Oh wait, is it original? It's the original attack. I lied, forget it. Never mind. Still. I still think it'd be worth to get a 0 attack out there. Infestation Tool. Send one Steel Swarm monster from your deck to the graveyard to target one face-up Steel Swarm monster you control. It gains 800 attack until the end phase. It's cool, you thin your deck and you get that. Wow, I don't like this. What is happening with this game? I guess they did it like a tombstone. That's kind of creepy. 1800 to 1800 warrior, light warrior. I really like this art a lot. Wow. No one shall ever know the truth behind that fateful day. Artogius went forth to where the brilliant sword did slay. Oh, it's a poem. 'Twas the first of many feats so great, a legend through and through. We sing of him, Artogius, the noble and brave. From the Tales of the Noble Knights. Sorry. What do we got? What do we got? Anything new? Anything new? Show me the money. Show me the money. Come on. Where's them ultra rares? Where's them prismatics? Give me. Oh, not a prismatic, but we got a foil. Wow, look at this. Look at this. Driving Snow. You can activate this card when one or more of your trap cards are destroyed and sent from the field to the graveyard by a card effect your opponent controls. Destroy one spell or trap card on the field. Boring. The Dark Creator. Is that our third ultra rare in these 10 packs? Wow. Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must first be special summoned from your hand by having 5 or more dark monsters in your graveyard while you control no monsters. Once per turn, you can banish one dark monster from your graveyard to target one dark monster in your graveyard, special summon that target. Okay. So you basically have to go 5 darks in the grave, special summon, banish one, special summon, and then return from the dark dimension for a special summon. Sounds really easy to me. Sounds really, really easy to me. Mad Reloader, Caucus Stag, and Acquisitiveness. Darkness Approaches, Violin, and Noble Arms. There's a lot of new decks for us to try. I'm really excited to try all of them. I might even stream today. Oh my gosh. Let's see. We can go ahead. Let's buy. Let's use the last of our gems. Let's do it. Let's use the last of our gems. Infestation Ripples, Darkness Approaches, and Ogre of the Scarlet Shadow. By order of the Emperor. When a monster effect is activated that activates when a monster is normal summoned, you can negate the activation, and the player whose effect activation was negated draws 1 card. That card was already in the game. Not good. Or maybe it will be now. I don't know. I guess maybe it will be now. Damage Eater. During your opponent's turn, when your opponent activates a card, does that card destroy the monster as well? If it does, then it's not bad. When your opponent's during your opponent's turn, when your opponent activates a card or effect that would inflict damage, you can remove from play this card in your graveyard to change the effect so it increases life points by the same amount instead. Ooh, that's cool. Protects against those Taya burn decks that are so apparently running around. Silent Swordsman level 7. Must be special summoned with the Silent Swordsman level 5 and cannot be special summoned by other ways. Negate all spell effects on the field. Wow. You thought you liked spells, man? They're gone. They're gone. That's a cool card. Oh, I definitely want to play that deck. Silent Swordsman, Noble Knight, and Steel Swarm Mantis. 2200 5-star. When this card is tribute summoned by tributing a Steel Swarm monster, you can pay 1,000 life points to target one Steel Swarm monster in your graveyard and special summon that target. Okay. Chain Rowan, and Dark Knight Parshath. Oh, I skipped it. No, it's okay. It's okay. It'll be fine. Noble Arms of Destiny. You can only control one Noble Arms of Destiny. Equip only to a warrior type monster. Once returned, the equipped monster cannot be destroyed by battle or by card effects. If this face-up card in the field is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can target one warrior type Noble Knight monster you control. Equip this card to that target. So your opponent has to destroy it twice to really get rid of it. I like that. Violent Soldier, Secret Skills of the 6th Sam, Samurai. Send one monster you control to the graveyard, then target one of your banished monsters. Special summon it. You can only activate one secret skills of the 6th Sam per turn. That's pretty cool. And card blocker. Okay, so where was that card that we skipped? Where are you? Right here. Violent Stigma. Once per turn, during either player's turn, you can target one face-up violent equipped card you control and one appropriate face-up monster. Equip this first target to the second target. Okay, so you could swap equip spells if you were kind of settling before. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 of the ultra rares from this box. We also already have 3 of these because I went crazy on the selection box a while back, but here we go. Grandmaster of the 6th Sam. You can only control one face-up Grandmaster. If you control a face-up 6th Sam monster, you can special summon this card. When this card is destroyed by your opponent's card effect, target one 6th Sam monster in your graveyard, add that target to your hand. That's really good. That's more, what is going on with this OTK potential? DD Assailant. After damage calc, when this card is destroyed by battle with an opponent's monster, banish that monster, also banish this card. This is cool. This is a better DD Warrior in my opinion, because it only has to banish when this card gets destroyed. So you can destroy things without having to get rid of the monster on the field. That's cool. You're a monster. DDR. Wow. Discard one card, then target one of your banished monsters, special summon in face of attack position, and equip this card. When this card leaves the field, destroy the equipped monster. That's cool. We have Nobleman of Crossout, which we didn't pull unfortunately, but I'm gonna buy out the box after this video. Target one face down monster in the field, destroy that target, and if you do, banish it. Then if it was a flip monster, each player reveals their main deck, then banishes all cards with that monster's name. And then we have Xing Zhen Hu Replica. Select one spell or trap card on the field. It cannot be activated. So this is a single target Xing Zhen Hu. And I was thinking about this card because I knew it was in this box. And I was thinking about if it's not better than Xing Zhen Hu. It's just different. It might be better because it's weird, obviously. So the requirement to actually activate this is only one spell or trap, which is nice because like people used to play around the other Xing Zhen Hu. But now that this is in play, are they going to play around either? Probably not. There's so many ways to destroy set cards right now that do you really care about locking your opponent's set card down? I don't know. Maybe you do until you can destroy it, and then you just use this to tribute summon something. I don't know. That can be tributed with traps like Hero Vision. I don't know. I like this card. I think it's cool. It like kind of replaces the spell that locks down something, the Fire Formation spell, because now you can activate this at the end of your opponent's turn. So they have no chance to activate something in the beginning of the main phase, but you can't even chain to that. So it's really irrelevant. It's kind of an irrelevant addition. Silent Swords in level 5, which we did not pull. It's a 5-star warrior, unaffected by your opponent's spells effects. During your next standby phase, after this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent by a direct attack. So this has to get a direct attack in order to special summon Silent Swords in level 5. Kind of hard. Then we have Spirit of Flames, a card I'm super excited about in the game. Cannot be normal summoned or set, must first be special summoned from your hand by banishing one fire type monster from your graveyard. This card gains 300 attack during your battle phase only. 2000 attack monster during your battle phase, and that's special summoned from banishing a fire monster. Volcanic Shell. Like, Volcanic Shell plus Spirit Flames is gonna be nuts. It's gonna be nuts, in my opinion. Maybe not, maybe I'm wrong. Then we have a Recurring Nightmare. Select 2 dark monsters with 0 defense in your graveyard and return them to the hand. So we could take a look at what synergy this has. We know it has synergy with the new monster that has 0 attack, 0 defense, which is cool. And it also has synergy with the one that when you tribute it, I believe it's a dark, let's see. Is it a super rare? Is that wide? No, I don't think it is. I don't know where it is. Okay, we didn't get this Hercules, Steelstorm Hercules. Cannot be special summoned, requires 3 Steelstorm tributes. Once per turn, you can pay half your life points, destroy all other cards in the field. That's pretty cool. But you need 3 Steelstorm tributes to normal summon. Wow. We have Bujingi Sinew. During either player's damage step, if a beast warrior type Bujin monster you control battles an opponent's monster, banish this card from the graveyard. That monster you control gains attack equal to the current attack of the opponent's monster it is battling. Wow. And if it does, all battle damage your opponent takes from the battle is halved. That's cool. Okay, that's balanced because it's halved. Okay. Noble Knight YuGiOh Duel If you control a light monster, you can special summon this card from your hand in defense position. That's cool. Steel Swarm Gatekeeper. If a Steel Swarm monster is tribute summoned face up while this card is in the field, you can normal summon or set one monster in addition to your normal summon or set that turn. Noble Arms, Arfi Deuter. Arfi, we're gonna call you Arfi. You can only control one of these, equip only to a warrior. You can target one set card your opponent controls. The equipped monster loses exactly 500 attack, and if it does, destroy that target. Wow. This attack loss remains even if this card leaves the field. If this face-up card in the field is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can target one warrior type noble monster your opponent monster you control and equip it to this card. Would you really want to do that though? Well, maybe you do, because this pops set cards again. So crazy. Big Eye. Wow, the nostalgia. Look up to 5 cards from the top of your deck and rearrange them. Ooh, he's so familiar. Violin Poliotype. So it's a quick play. Target any number of violin monsters you control that are equipped cards. Special summon them in face-up defense position. Banish them when they leave the field. Okay, so emergency defenses, I guess. That's cool. That's all the cards in this box. I am most excited about Nobleman of Crossout coming through, and that destroys the mushroom for Sylvans. Absolutely obliterates it. 100%. I'm pretty excited about this Monarch here. Grand Marg. It's cool. I love Monarchs, so I'm always down to try like another Monarch deck for sure, which we probably will this week, and we'll see what happens. We're gonna try a bunch of stuff this week. So if you guys are excited for that, make sure you hit subscribe down below. Thank you so much. If you made it this far in the video, give me a comment down below using the word peanuts. Any comment you want. You could be allergic to them, you could hate them, you could love them. I don't care. I just wanna know how many of you guys made it through this 36-minute video. With that though, I'm gonna get the hashtag out of here. Have yourselves a fantastic day, but above all else, keep it shady. Oh, my voice is gone.